Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we are going to make an outside the box card using elements from the June 2021 paper pumpkin kit called Expressions in Color. So I have used a Fresh Freesia cardstock card base, and I cut one of the cards out so that it fits 5 1/4 by 4, but then I cut it at an angle, 2.5 inches in the middle I took out, and I used some of the vine elements, and I used the two stamps from the set, the thanks and then the for everything, and I stamped them at the same time and cut them out with Stitched So Sweetly die. And I used the die so that the greeting was a little bit closer to the bottom so that I had room for the vine around the top. I added some of the adhesive sequins that are in the kit just to add some detail. And then I thought about it. For me, this is just a little bit plain in the background. So I thought, what if I took a piece of the leaf vellum from the kit and put that in behind. So that's how I'm going to build our sample, our card in the demo here today. Now, we are going to be covering up the top and the bottom of the vellum like this. So we can actually run adhesive on the back of the vellum to adhere it, because we're actually going to be covering it up. So we won't be able to see it through the front. So I'm just going to go in on the corners where I know it's going to be covered up. Just like that. Okay. And I want the vine, the leaves, to be facing up. So I am going to center this and drop it down. And then I'm going to adhere these pieces as well. So I am just going to run some Stampin' Seal onto them, and then make sure I've got some Stampin' Seal goes all the way out to the edge there. And I'm just going to pop this on at the bottom. And again, I trimmed it to 5 1/4 by 4, and then cut it at the corner so that there's a 2.5 inch piece that comes out of the middle. And you can, once you've got the first cut done, you can just turn it around and line the cut edge up at the 2.5 inch mark on your paper trimmer and then cut. So I'm just going to add this into this piece here like that. And then I used dimensionals to put the greeting in, basically in the middle. So I just put 4 dimensionals in the back. And I did the stamping in the Fresh Freesia as well. And like I say, I put the 2 stamps on this block at the same time. And I'm going to put this in the middle so that it overlaps into the corner. The corners overlap. So this is where we are now. And I already like it with the vellum in behind as opposed to it just being plain in behind. So I need to adhere the leaves or the vines from the set. So I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to just adhere this here in the middle. And then I'm going to use small dimensionals, just the little mini dimensionals, on a couple of the leaves towards the outer edge. 2 reasons. I've dimensionalized the greeting, so I need to dimensionalize the outer edges, and it also helps just kind of tack the vines down because they're really quite floppy, and they're going to be too wiggly if we don't adhere them down just a little bit. So I'm just going to peel the back off of this one here. It's being difficult. Come on. Okay, so we're going to use the trick that my upline taught me. That's Tanya. You squish it in the middle and then you just peel it off. So I want to put this on the edge here like this, and then I can just pop my dimensionalized pieces like that. And this greenery does come with a little spike that comes off. I tore it off, and I'm just going to use some adhesive just to tuck it under the edge there so that it just brings everything out to the edge here. So I'm just tucking this in underneath the leaves there, just like that. Now this piece here, I am going to use adhesive on here and then a dimensional on this end. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on it like that, and one of the mini dimensionals just on the leaf like that. And again, we're going to need to squish that down and peel it off. And then we can place this just along there like that. And then we can take the other piece and we can just pop it along like that, and we can tuck it underneath those green leaves if you like. So this one's actually going to stay above or stay on the card, so we can use adhesive everywhere with this one. I'm just going to advance this, put some adhesive on the back, and if you're not happy with your adhesive, you can always use the glue dots that came with the kit. Just pop that glue dot on like that. Oh, there already was some adhesive on there. That's good. Okay, so we'll peel the back of that off, and then we can pop this down. And if you wanted to leave that end loose, you can leave that end loose. You don't have to tack it down, and it does give a level of movement to the card. So I am still going to put some of the sequins on because I think it looks really pretty with the sequins. They are adhesive backed. Just pop them on where you think you'd like them. It just gives a little bit added texture. And you can put them over top of the leaves if you want to, just like that. So there you go. There is a Thanks for Everything card using elements from the June 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Expressions in Color. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.